A couple months ago, I was invited to a dessert tasting that a charity was putting on, which I knew about, but I wasn't totally sure exactly what they did. So, you know, I can read, there's lots of press releases and that kind of thing, but I don't really always read them. So my eyes kind of opened up a little bit, and it was growing chefs. And I got to learn a little bit about what they do, and what they do for the community, and how the chefs, most of the chefs in Vancouver are on board with them, and they go to the public schools, and they educate kids, grades 1 to 3, about growing food and what food is, and farmers markets and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that'd be a great charity to associate food talks with. So for this first 3 talks, we're donating a portion of sales for tonight, and the other 2 talks to growing chefs. I want to introduce you to the executive director, Helen, who she'll come up and talk for a couple minutes.
Start first by saying a big thank you to Richard for supporting Growing Chefs. And in turn, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you because you came tonight and you are also supporting Growing Chefs. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what we do. As Richard mentioned, we're a nonprofit organization and we teach kids about growing and cooking food. And we do that by putting chef volunteers into elementary schools. So the program was started in the fall of 2005 by pastry chef Mary Schwartz. And I'm happy to say that this year we're in our 7th year in the classroom. So how it works, we create teams of 3 volunteers, 3 to 4 volunteers, and we pair them with an elementary school classroom. So we work with grades 1 through 6 now. I'm really excited to say that we've piloted an intermediate program, so we're working with 4, 5, and 6 for the first time. And so what the chefs do is on their first visit, they plant an indoor windowsill vegetable garden. And they help the kids plant fast-growing vegetables like beans, beets, peas, arugula, things that will grow quickly and maybe not with the most attention from the kids. And after the chefs help the kids plant these gardens, they return every 2 weeks for a total of 7 visits, where they do all sorts of activities on vegetable tasting, trying to get them to try different vegetables. One of the biggest pieces of feedback we get from the program is from parents and teachers saying how the kids were far more responsive to trying things like kale and kohlrabi and watermelon radish when there's somebody in a white chef's jacket saying, hey, try this tasty vegetable. All of a sudden, vegetables are fun. So we do all sorts of vegetable taste tests, lessons on urban agriculture, sustainability, plant growth. And then towards the end of the program, the chefs help the students harvest their gardens, and they do cooking classes with the vegetables that they grew. So what we're really trying to do is create a deeper connection with food, with kids and the food that they eat, and really give them some hands-on direct experience with the full food cycle. So from planting the seed to growing the plants to cooking the food and then to composting as well. So we want to inspire kids with the idea that they can grow food anywhere, even in the city. We work with a lot of schools that may not have access to green spaces or fresh fruit and vegetables at home, so we want them to know that you don't need a big backyard to grow your own food. And as well, another one of our goals is to really try and create a forum for the chef community to share their wealth of knowledge with the greater community. So I know that listening to all of our speakers tonight and talking about food, we really want people who are involved in the food industry to be able to share that with the younger generation. Maybe inspire some farmers in the mix to start growing their own food. So I'm happy to say that this year we're in 30 schools in Vancouver, which is our biggest year yet. So we have 30 schools in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland, and as well the program's grown to the Comox Valley. So we have 2 schools in the Comox Valley for the first time this year, and we have about 100 volunteers. So if you'd like to volunteer, you don't have to be a chef to do so. You just have to be keen. We have a number of current and former volunteers here tonight. If you want to ask them about their experience. Andrea Carlson is one of our founding volunteers and a board member. Cassandra Christine Trevor is a volunteer, and if I forgot anybody, nope, I don't think so. As well, I have a whole bunch of information. I, like Hunter, like PowerPoint because I get to show all of these amazing photographs of kids and chefs and vegetables, and it just steals everyone's hearts. But I do have some old school photos if you'd like to see in an album. And as well a mailing list I'm always trying to collect names for. So thank you again, Richard, and thank you all for coming.